Hi, my name's Lewis Spurgeon and I'm from Open Data Services. I'm going to tell you about some work that we've been doing as part of the EITI Datathon, but first a little bit about us. We're a company based in the UK and we're experts in open data and in transparency. We work with clients across the world on projects around beneficial ownership, open contracting, international aid transparency, and increasingly with environmental data. You can find out more about us at our website, opendataservices.coop. Our tool is aimed at empowering citizens to give their voice in the debate around carbon pricing and the energy transition. It calculates how much money could be generated by putting a price on carbon emissions associated with oil and gas production, and then it looks at how that money could be spent. But most importantly, it does that in a way that's tailored to individual users. So let's have a look at the tool itself. When you open the web page, you're asked a small number of questions about global warming and about carbon pricing. So say that you're a user who's concerned about global warming and thinks that carbon pricing is a good idea. You're asked, do you believe that global warming is a threat to society? How much do you agree with that? And you can drag the slider to indicate. Do you believe that carbon pricing is good for your local economy? We'll say yes. And do you trust the government, your government, to spend money generated from carbon taxes on local infrastructure? Maybe a bit less so. And then we're asked to whether we'd like to see results for low, medium or high carbon pricing. So we'll say, let's just keep it cheap for now. We can go then to our results. And what we're given is, first of all, an estimate of revenue that could be generated from carbon pricing. And at the moment, we're just piloting this with data from Senegal in 2017. It tells us that this is equivalent to just under half of the entire government revenue generated from the extractives industries. And then most importantly, it gives you a tailored set of indicators on how this government money could have been spent. And in this instance, we could have overall government spending, spending on education, or spending on health. And this is all customizable based on the answers to those original questions. So if we go back, and first of all, let's say actually we want to spend more money on carbon pricing, and we go, our figure shoots up from 95 million to just under $500 million, and that's actually more than the revenue generated from the extractives industries. We can also see that our individual government spending and spending on education indicators the potential that we could have raised with carbon pricing in 2017 is much higher. We can also go back and change our answers. So if we go back to questions, and let's put ourselves in the shoes of a user perhaps that believes less in global warming and in carbon pricing and has lower trust in government, and we look at their results, then if we do that, we get a completely different set of indicators that are tailored to that user's answers. And if we think about it like this, we can start to see the benefits of this tool not only for individual users who will get tailored indicators according to their preferences, but also for organizations such as civic societies who might want to think about using this tool to communicate and to engage with stakeholders on how carbon pricing might provide benefits for different groups of individuals. The tool provides the ability to download and to share your results. And we can see how civic organizations might use this to collate responses from multiple users, pull them together, analyze that, and come to their own understanding about how people are responding to carbon pricing. And then in the About section, we provide a link to the code so that developers will be able to take this tool, adjust it for themselves, perhaps host it on websites, and take it further. We can see the code is hosted on GitHub, and it's available as a Shiny dashboard and an R package, and hopefully everything should be reproducible. So this tool's very much in the prototype stages, and there's lots of ways that we'd like to take it further. We'd love to be able to develop a more sophisticated model of carbon revenue generation to really expand our indicator set and to think in a lot of detail about how we can tailor indicators to individual users, and then to expand the tool to multiple countries. But as it stands, I think we have the framework for something that will help to empower citizens to give their voice in the debate around carbon pricing and the energy transition.